Happy birthday, Mom! Here are your 60 reasons why I love you. Happy 60th birthday. I'm so excited that you're 60. So here's number 1. First of all, thanks for giving birth to me. That's a pretty big one. I'm 39 now, almost 40, you're 60. Almost 40 years ago, you gave birth to me. Here's number 2. You're hilarious. As you know that I think that you're hilarious. You've always made me laugh. You've always brought love to me and made me laugh a lot. Here's number 3. You sang Aiko Aiko and True Colors, hence a little bit of the background music. Like a rainbow. And I'll try to sing, but you know you don't want me to sing. And then we've got number 2. You're the best Oma ever. As soon as Harvey was born, you were all about like, I'm going to be the best Oma, and you really brought through, and I'm really impressed with every time. Every time, you're always the best Oma ever, which I'm always super proud and brag about all the time. Here's number 5. You always made me laugh at myself, no matter what. Even if I was like not really feeling it, I was like, you made me laugh at myself. And still to this day, you make me laugh at myself about whatever, and the hard times, the good times, the bad times, the whatever times. So you always made me laugh at myself. That's number 5. Number 6, you've always trusted me. Even in the hard times of my teen years when you were working so hard, you always trusted me. So that's a huge one. As you know, you've trusted me. So that's number 6. Number 7 is you always had a roof over my head. No matter what. No matter where we were, no matter how hard it was, you always made sure that I was taken care of and that I had a roof over my head and that I did everything I could, that you did everything you could to make sure that I was taken care of. And I know that it wasn't easy. I especially know now. So I'm ultimately always impressed with everything that you've done, from how far you've been and every place you've been. So that you've always made this happen for me. There's number 8. You restricted my TV use growing up. That made me the walking TV guide because I had to plan out. I think you told me that I had like 2 hours of TV that I could have every week. And so then I studied the TV guide so perfectly. So Grandma Fern had the TV guide, and I always like planned out exactly what show I would watch. And through that, I became the walking TV guide. I thought that I could make everything perfect. I remember you told me a story once about how I wanted to make the Bill Cosby show like educational, because I thought back then it was like an awesome show. It was past my bedtime, but you said nope. You must have known ahead of time. Here's number 9. The time that we spent with Grandma Fern was... I know that I was there often, almost every weekend or every other weekend, and just having that time with Grandma Fern was really important to me, and it really holds strong for me for the period of time that I am now an adult. And I have amazing memories about when we were hanging out together. I'm going to change our song and see what we end up with. Oh my goodness. Oh, a little bit of Time After Time. That's not the song I was looking for, but I was looking for this song for you. And I think that you might recognize it based on what I was just talking about. And this one is for you. But yeah, again, Grandma, spending time with Grandma Fern. That was number 9. Number 10 is... You made me a hard worker, which sometimes I did not really like, but you always like pulled through, and you always made me a hard worker, and no matter what I did, you always made sure that I was working hard to make things happen, and I worked hard, and you made that happen. Oh, number 11, duh. You're a badass. I can't believe that you're riding horses all the time. I brag about you to my students. I brag about you to my friends. I'm so impressed. Like, you're such a You're such a badass. I'm like my mom. She's like, yeah, she's turning 60 and yeah, she's riding horses like 7 times a week or 8 times a week or 8 times a week. All right, and here is number 12. You got together with my dad. Duh. It's such a funny story of how you got together with him, about like meeting him because of that stupid dime joke, and at least it wasn't a quarter pounder, or yeah, I don't know. So I'm so glad that you got together with my dad because I exist. Number 13, Azteca and Red Robin. Hello. We went out to Azteca and Red Robin all the time. That was my first introduction to like guacamole or whatever back in the day, and being able to have that time together was really awesome. Being able to eat together and go out to dinner and feel like we were fancy. Here is number 14. Owning a Suzuki Samurai. When I was in middle school or when I was in junior high, that was the coolest thing to all of my friends. All my friends were like, wow, your mom's so cool. And I'm like, yeah, she's cool. And just like, you own the Suzuki Samurai, so that like, of that era of our lives, that was a really pivotal time for me, and that was really memorable for me. Here's number 15. You weren't surprised when I came out. When I went out to Red Robin with you and told you that I was together with Cynthia, and you're just like, yeah, duh, I know, and you weren't surprised. You were just like, that's my daughter, whatever. I love her no matter what, and you know that I wasn't any different than I was before I said, hey, I'm queer, or hey, I'm bisexual, or hey, whatever. And so I love you for that. Here's number 16. Naming funny animal names. Come here, hey you, Stevie Nicks, U-Haul, Quirk, Toad. All of the funny animals that you've ever had, their names are being so weird and so quirky. I totally love this one. This was certainly a part of personality that I feel so glad that I've got to know you for having this. Here's number 17. That you got together with Kenny. I love that you're with him. He's so amazing. He's so great. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. And I'm so glad that you found him and that you're so happy with him. He's an amazing human. He's an amazing stepdad, and I'm so lucky that you two are together. It makes me very proud of you and proud to be that I'm his stepdaughter. All right, we're getting not even halfway through yet. Practical jokes. You know I love that you do practical jokes. You do practical jokes all the time. Everything from wrapping flamingos in tin foil to Xing out my platypus's eyes and hanging it from a ceiling fan. That is classic. That's another reason I love you. Number 19. Waking me up, tickling my butt or my nose to wake me up. At the time, I really was not into it. Now, I think it's hilarious. I always thought it was hilarious, but really, it was pretty good. So that's number 19. Number 20. Oh, by the way, this is not in order of preference. This is just a gad of amazing things of reason I love you, and I'm wishing you a happy 60th birthday. Sharing a room with me. At the time, I thought that it was really hard, or at the time, I actually thought it was pretty normal, but looking back, I'm like, the fact that we got to share a room was pretty fun, and get to fall asleep together with the TV on and everything, like, put the timer on, and then we'd fall asleep. So, I'm so glad that we got to share a room together most of our lives. And trying to give me the best life with Walt. I don't want to go too much into this, but I know that you worked so hard to make sure that I was happy when you were together with Walt, and you've always been an amazing mom, and you've always been an amazing hard worker, and you tried your best with him, and I'm glad that you're not together with him anymore, but I'm really glad that we got to have that experience together, because I know that you are a strong and amazing human. Number 22, trying your hardest. Kind of related to the last one, but you've always tried your hardest. I know that you have. Every single time, you've always tried your hardest. Number 23, you talk to everyone at the grocery store. Everyone. You're like, hey, how are you? Oh my gosh, how are you? Oh, I'm great. I love that about you. I have that quality in me now, so that's one thing that I do like about myself, and I love that I got that from you. Here's number 24. Working at a bar growing up, working in retail, Disney store, Bon Marché, Eddie Bauer, everywhere in retail, that you got to work with Dr. Rand and got to learn so much about being like the practice of being a naturopath. And then also at the restaurant, you got to meet so many people and you got to have such a community. And I love that that was your job and that you've always had this variety of experiences. It really makes me a more rounded human. Here's number 25. Still make fun of me getting caught. You still make fun of me getting caught not locking the door to the apartment. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I mean. Number 26. Letting me be the crier. You know I've always been the crier. I'm sure in some cases you're like, what? Come on, is she crying again? So thank you for always letting me be the crier of between the two of us. I got to be the crier. And sometimes I'm like wondering why am I the crier, but I know why I'm the crier because it's me. And thank you for always letting me be the crier. Number 27. Being disappointed in me when I was suspended. I was suspended in 7th grade because I was the witness to my friends that were stealing stuff, and I was like the lookout, but you were disappointed in me, and that was like the worst thing ever. And thank you for being disappointed in me at that time, because I feel like I could have gone down a different path if I hadn't been with you as my mom. Number 28. Visiting me in Germany. Oh my gosh, you visiting me in Germany was the best. As an exchange student, you let me go, and that's another one down the road. But you visited me, and that was hilarious. So many laughs, and with Uncle Mitchell, it was so fun. Number 29. We got to grow up together. That was huge. You know, you were young, I was young. We got to be together, and I love the fact that we got to grow up together and experience each other as who we were for the time. Number 30, halfway there. I know we're at 12 minutes, but halfway there. Tolerating that one girlfriend. Yeah, remember that one girlfriend I had that I'm like, why was I with her? But you were still super nice and super respectful. And maybe you did your second guesses with your facial expressions, but thank you for tolerating her and being kind. Number 31, get me hired at the Bon Marché. When I was 15, you told me that I looked old enough, which I did, to work there. And so thanks for getting me hired there. I appreciate it. Number 32. Understanding that I'm weird. You will always know that I'm weird. I appreciate that you understand that that's just who I am. Just a PS, you know that you're kind of weird too. But thank you for understanding that I'm weird. I won't tell anybody that you're weird though. Number 33, giving me strength. I can't believe how much strength you've given me in order to be me, and I appreciate everything you've done for me to keep me being strong. 34. Taking care of Harvey at 3 months. Hello, you came down to Portland when Harvey was 3 months old, and it was a huge heat wave. Maybe he was even 2 months old. It was so amazing and so incredible. I'm so glad and so happy that you helped take care of him during that time when it was such a pivotal time for Harvey being so young. And number 35, torturing me with dolphins. I am pretty okay with it, kind of, not really. I'm gonna skip over that one. Number 36, you were surprised by my ability, not my utility. That'd be funny. You've always been surprised by my ability, and it makes me feel like you've been impressed with the work that I've done, and it makes me think that you're proud of me. So thank you also for always being surprised by my ability. Number 37. Following your dreams to go to Montana. Hello. Oh my goodness. You're in Montana. You're in Montana now. And now you live there. And thank you for being you and figuring out your way to follow your dreams to move to Montana. Number 38. Teaching me about butt pirates. That's all I'm going to say. I think you know the story. I think that's all I need to say. Number 39, accepting when I wanted to change the spelling of my name to put a Y in it instead of having an A. I needed to mix it up, needed to have something different. So thank you when you just said, okay, all right. It gave me a little bit of a hard time, but then you accepted that, like, my name is Myriah. Number 40, my butt. Thanks for my butt. I'm pretty lucky that I have my butt. I initially, for a long time, I didn't really like my butt, but I am actually really thankful for my butt. And it's yours, and then I got it, and I know it's Grandma's too, but thanks for my butt. Number 41, letting me move to Germany. I got to move to Germany when I was 16, and I'm so lucky that I got to have that opportunity when I was so young, and I know you, at that time, you were 36, and you let your baby go and go on an adventure, so thank you for letting me move to Germany. Number 42, when you came to visit me in Bellingham. It was a really intense time, and I thought I was trickier than I was, and that was a hard time. And I'm so glad that you came up there and shared your life and shared your experience, and it was super memorable, very pivotal for my experience as coming through to be myself and to accept the things that had happened in my life. Number 43, opening my heart to all. You've always been super open to all. Even though sometimes you're skeptical, you've always had an open heart. You've always had an open mind, and knowing that everybody has their own experiences, and I'm super thankful for that. Number 44. We're getting closer to 60. Number 44. Not wanting to know about ... You didn't want, when I told you I wanted to do hang gliding, you're like, okay, don't tell me about it. Thank you for not wanting to know about me having open relationships, but I still tell you anyway. But thanks for just being yourself and being totally honest with me. Number 45. Making sure that I'm always monetarily okay. I know that if I ever really got in a bind, I could come to you. It's been very rare moments that I've been in that moment, but I thank you for always making sure that I'm financially secure. Number 46. Proud of me being a teacher. I know that you hated school. I know that it's weird to you in some ways that I'm a teacher and that I'm kind of doing this thing that is probably totally a mystery to you, but I know that you're very proud of me, and thank you for listening to me, especially in the beginning of the school year when the tears are running down my face and I call and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And I appreciate that you're always super proud of me for being a teacher. Number 47, knowing that you'll love me always, no matter what. And I of course, I love you for that because that's totally who you are. Number 48, hearing and watching your goofy stories. Hearing / on the phone, often watching your stories on Facebook, and I love hearing and seeing your silly stories. Number 49, not judging me and my choices. I know that I've had some weird choices throughout the years, but you've certainly never judged me, so I'm super appreciative of you, and I love you for not judging me on my choices. Number 50, I love that you piss people off. It is what it is, but I kind of like it because it's really funny sometimes. Number 51, trying to understand body positivity, meaning like trying to be better and accept about our bodies and about how our bodies are different shapes and that we don't have to diet all the time and that we can actually love our bodies no matter how they look. Number 52, accepting your body. So I appreciate that and love that you accept your body however it is and that you can love it and just be yourself without having to think about all of those pressures that come along with things that a lot of society tries to put on us as women. Number 53, being yourself all of the time. Even though sometimes maybe me or Kenny or your friends are like, oh my God, Lorinda. But we all love you because you are you all of the time. There's no like half Lorinda that exists. Number 54, being someone okay with late gifts. Sorry, your actual big gift is coming on this weekend. So I think you're someone okay, but maybe I'm just pretending. And I'll call you soon. I love you. Number 56, Creating adventure every day. Every day you have an adventure. I'm like, what? How is this woman even existing? No matter what, you're always on an adventure. I love it. And it's really amazing. Number 57. Having a Lorinda ring. That's a pretty cool thing. I always admired your Lorinda ring since I was young. I thought it was so cool. I don't even know if you wear it very often, but I've always loved that ring. And that's a cool thing that I love about you. Number 58. Making fun of Jesus. That may not be a very good thing, but you made fun of me a lot growing up, and that was one of the things that I thought was really funny looking back. I'm like, oh, she knew. Oh. But in a way that was respectful in the way that you could be, and yeah, thanks. Number 59. Always being yourself always. I know I mentioned that before, but that's really the take home of me loving you all the time because you're always yourself. And number 60, being the best mom and the best person and human I could ever wish for. Not wish for. Cross that out. Ever wish for in a mom on the planet. Only one typo in that whole thing. You are seriously the best mom I could ever wish for. I hope that you have a beautiful, amazing, incredible birthday. I'm so proud to be your daughter. I hope that you feel the same. And there are many more things. There's more than 60 things that I actually love about you. But that's kind of a summary of some of the things I love about you. I love you so much. Mwah.